Well, good evening, fastball fans, and welcome back to Lions Park, Simcoe, Ontario, the Hill United Chiefs Challenge. The Chiefs are out on the field. They're taking on the Bear Creek Express as we get into the meat of day 2 on Saturday evening. This will determine first place in the standings as both of these teams come in. Joe Todd 3-0. Hill United have been on a bit of a tear, while Bear Creek, and you see the batting order there: Quentin Bruce, Tyler Pauli, Colin Walsh bats third, Travis Jones, then Jason Hill, Ryan Boland, Kyle Ezekiel, then Justin Pomeroy, Brandon Horn in the 9 spot for Bear Creek. Defensively for Hill United, as we just about get underway, Scott Patterson, Bradley Ezekiel, Alan Pecker. First pitch swinging, Quentin Bruce hammers it, shoveled to first, not in time, off the glove of Peter Kavanaugh. Quentin Bruce aboard. Joe Todd, base hit, E4.
E4.
You're going E4. You are tough. Around the horn, Nick Shales, Shane Boland. You just saw Peter Kavanaugh in action. Jonathan Lynch, Adam Folker on the board. Josh McGovern behind the plate for Hill United.
If I remember right, Bear Creek Express had 2 runs against, and Hill United have had 3 runs against.
Well, these two teams have really been at the top of their game here this weekend. Tyler Pauli gets into this one, deep right field. Forget about it! A 2-run bomb off the bat of Tyler Pauli to open things up. Bear Creek Express. This train, Joe, just left the station.
Just a massive hit there by Tyler Pauli to start that game open. Bear Creek Express getting a big jump off the lead. Adam Folkard still looking for that first out.
Colin Walsh to the plate. Bruce and Pauli have been a wrecking crew here this weekend for Bear Creek. It's almost impossible to get the two of them out.
Great combination there at the top of the order. Nice drop ball there by Adam Folkart.
This one fouled off by Colin Walsh. Joe, I talked to Adam this morning. Both you and I thought he threw a very, very good game last night. Maybe the best he's thrown in the last 3 or 4 years in ISE competition. Not been healthy last year whatsoever. Came in feeling good. Had pretty good velocity last night, we both felt, but more importantly, his spins were really on last night. He was making the ball move.
And pinpoint location, too. He was picking the corners. Excellent game.
Well, it's funny. I said to Adam, I thought you had good location last night. He's, nah, mate. It was all over the place. Now,
okay.
Neither you nor I thought so, but
yeah.
He did hit the mascot a couple of times.
He had 80% location.
Yeah.
I guess he wants 90.
Yeah, I think so. His high standards. There's the curveball from Adam. We saw that a lot last night through the curveball. Last night it mostly had a downward trajectory to it. That one was a bit of a rise curve. In with a strike. Top of the zone, called strike 3. Home plate umpire Mike DeBrew. Mike Morrissey is out at first base, and Rick Havercroft is doing third. Mike from Brampton, Ontario, or Mike Morrissey is from Peterborough, and Rick Havercroft from Michigan.
Saginaw.
Made the trip over. Saginaw, Michigan. Travis Jones rips this one down the left field line and just foul, just on the left side of that foul line. The Express, Joe, have come to play.
Yes, they're really hitting that ball.
This one lifted up and into the screen.
Travis Jones tried to catch up with that rise ball by Adam Folkart. Just unable to turn the wrist on that, but did get a bat on it.
Well, you don't want to hang anything to Travis Jones. And this one is lifted deep center field. Bradley Ezekiel going back, and he's going to watch that one go as Travis Jones, a solo home run. Wow, Joe, certainly not the start that Adam Folkert and the Hill United Chiefs thought they were going to get.
Not exactly. So you wonder what the Bear Creek Express ate for lunch today, but.
Well, they came out swinging last night. They hit Andrew Kirkpatrick hard. They've been swinging it all day against the Batmen. And who else did they lay a beating on earlier today? I think the Elmira, was it Elmira that they played? Yeah, Elmira 8-1. And really have come out hard here against the Hill United Chiefs. Jason Hill to the plate, Joe, in a pregame ceremony. Jason Hill and Jason Sanford, a pair of longtime Hill United Chiefs, were presented with commemorative bats by Nick Shales from his bat company, HRD Bats, recognizing the 5 ISC World Championships that Jason Hill has won and the 4 won by Jason Sanford. Nice moment.
Great moment to recognize the efforts put forward by those two teammates. Great job by Nick Shales.
They also recognized Hub Fairman, the tournament director, the OASA Frank Fever Lifetime Achievement Award. Hub out to accept that, and we extend our congratulations to Hub. Just a great lifetime in fastball. Has been involved with the game locally for many years. Hard hit shot at Peter Kavanaugh, and he finally finds the range. I suspect it's not the first time Jason Hill has,
but he got it.
Yeah, I suspect it's not the first time he's pulled one hard at Peter Kavanaugh over the years in the St. John's League either. Ryan Boland has been swinging the bat well here this weekend at the Chiefs Challenge. Folkert just misses up. Up and in to Ryan Boland. Did you flinch on that one?
You betcha. Great pick up there by Josh McGovern.
Well, to make the reunion complete, they could have put Jason Sanford back there to catch Adam Folkert. That would have been interesting. And you and I have talked about this many times over the years. When Adam Folkert was at his best, it was when Jason Sanford was catching. Those dominant years from 13 through 17.
They were a great combination. Always on the same page. Not very often they called time and went out to discuss things.
Well, we're going to have the discussion right now as Jeff Ellsworth has popped out of the Hill United Chiefs dugout with 2 down here in the top of the first inning. And he's out to have a talk and just settle his team down. There's a lot of head bobbing going on out there right now. Over at first base, Jason Hill is on as the courtesy runner for Ryan Boland. 2-out catcher replacement rule. Ryan can go and get the gear back on and be ready to go in the bottom of the first inning. Keep the game moving. That's what that rule is all about. Swing and a miss by Kyle Ezekiel does Adam Folkert a favor, chases up and out of the zone for strike 1.
Nice rise ball, though. Just came in, left his hip, and came in at the belt and was up in the letters.
Downstairs, Ezekiel holds back. If you just joined us 6 minutes late on Softball Premier TV, you've missed all the fireworks. Blair Setford, Joe Todd with you. Quentin Bruce reached on an error. Tyler Pauli promptly deposited one deep over the right field fence. Deep in the hole, Boland. Jonathan Lynch can't dig that one up, and Kyle Ezekiel aboard with a base hit. You're grimacing when I said base hit.
I think he would have been called out at first base if
Lynch comes
Lynch
up with it.
would have come up with that ball.
So you're going E3. Whew, boy, you are harsh. I don't know. We just saw the replay. We'll let the viewers at home draw their own conclusion on that one. Jordan
good stretch by
Pomeroy
Lynch,
to the
but
plate. Jason Hill representing Ryan Boland out at second base. Kyle Ezekiel at first. Jordan Pomeroy at the plate. It's Newfoundlanders all the way around, Joe.
Thursday night late game.
Sean Cleary is up throwing. He'll get the start for Bear Creek Express, but he's gone to throw as this top of the first inning extends on. A chopper foul. Pomeroy, of course, if you've been living under a rock for the last week, made that spectacular catch in the ISC Canada East qualifier in Mitchell, Ontario last week, stealing a home run from one of the Toronto Batmen. The video of that went viral, and it's been viewed now over 2 million times as got picked up by a couple of sports media outlets down in the U.S. There was an article about it in the St. John's Telegram this week, and Jordan has been stopped on the street by people who've seen it in St. John's. It is quite the thing. This one gets through the wickets, and everybody's going to move up 60 feet. Jason Hill will trot into third. Kyle Ezekiel up to second base. Jordan, the 8 batter in the lineup for Bear Creek. 8 batters and counting for the Express to the plate. Inside, ties up Jordan Pomeroy for a strikeout for the third out of the inning. But the damage is done. Bear Creek, plate 3, top of the first. We'll go to the home half. Hill United Chiefs coming to the plate.
Dreamcatcher, inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there for them.
And we're back. We're not back. We're back here at the Chiefs Challenge at Lions Park in Simcoe. Batting order for the Hill United Chiefs. Bradley Ezekiel leading things off. He'll be followed by Shane Boland. Nick Shales in the 3 spot. Josh McGovern. Alan Pecker bats 5th. Scott Patterson bats 6th. Then Jonathan Lynch, Campbell Anoka, Peter Cavanaugh in the 9 spot for the Chiefs. Defensively for the Bear Creek Express, Quentin Bruce in left, Jordan Pomeroy's in center. Colin Walsh is in right field. Brandon Horn, Travis Jones, Tyler Paulite, Jason Hill around the horn. Sean Cleary, you see Sean there. He'll be throwing to Ryan Boland, the longtime battery mate. Turned into a gorgeous day for ball, Joe Todd. We were worried about the forecast because there was a lot of rain in the forecast, but boy, other than a couple of sprinkles, we've had it our way.
We were blessed today, really. Just fantastic day.
So Bear Creek Express out to the early 3-0 lead. Bradley Ezekiel set to face. Sean Cleary chases the first pitch, fouls it off out of the zone. You said Tuesday night league game. Here's another Tuesday night league facing each other. Sean Cleary, Bradley Ezekiel. How many at-bats do you think this is now for these two? And fouled off. Cleary ahead 0-2 between the Gators and the Chiefs. The Jarvis
Travelers.
The Jarvis Travelers over the years, and then Bear Creek Express. Even the year that Sean spent with JB out west, they've played Hill United a couple of times. Swing and a miss over the top of that good drop ball from Sean Cleary. Looked like maybe he took something off of that too, maybe just an 85%.
Yes, just slowed it down, just a notch. Great call there by Ryan Boland.
Number 91, Shane Boland.
So Shane Boland to the plate. No, I think he and Sean are teammates in the St. John's League, so probably not as many at-bats against each other. That one misses upstairs.
But I think Ryan knows everything about Shane, too.
Well, yeah, you think there's a little bit of familiarity there between these two. Janet Boland has half a purple shirt on and half a blue pinstripe.
Yes.
Ryan crept inside, but that pitch was out over the plate, and you could just see from Ryan's body language after the pitch, it wasn't where he wanted it. He threw it back he threw it back to Sean, almost the same speed that it came in, too. Just misses down in the zone.
Great pitch.
As somebody just said down the sideline, a great nibble there from Sean Cleary. There's a strike on the inside corner. Joe was talking to Kelly McGiffin, who's here this weekend helping with the staff on the Bear Creek Express, and we're just talking about the swing that Tyler Paulai has, and it really is just about the perfect fast-pitch softball swing. It's nice and compact and tight. He gets through the zone with velocity and that little bit of upwards launch trajectory, and you certainly saw that on that home run. He got absolutely all of that.
Now stepping in the batter's box for Hill United, their third baseman, number 27.
Tyler really turns his wrists, has a great level swing.
So somebody else with a lot of at-bats against Sean Cleary, Nick Shales, over the years. And has been a bit of a thorn in the side, too, of Cleary and Boland. And just that quick, Joe, a one swing of the bat, and this is back down to a one-run ball game. This is how dangerous both of these teams are right now.
Nick's had a couple today, too. 2 home runs at least.
Did not go after it, said Mike Morrissey down at first base. This one is lifted straight up. That is going to go out of play here in the stands, and that's going to get a bite out of somebody in the stands over to our left. I think they're okay, Dr. Joe. You don't have to go running over.
You never know when that St. John's certificate might come in handy.
1-1 to Shales. As you said, a couple of home runs on the day. Had one early against Oswegan in the 9 a.m. game, and then again against the Snappers in the 3 p.m. one.
Great rise ball there.
So you go back to the WBSC World Cup back late fall, and that's where Sean and Ryan did have some success against Nick, was getting him to chase up and out of the zone. We'll see if that's where they go.
Looks like he's going low and inside.
Yeah, he was creeping in and then at the last second shifted back out. The bluff by Shane Boland over at first. And already, Joe, the pace of this one, which in the top of the first was frenetic, has just slowed right down here in the bottom half. That one just downstairs. Ryan Boland fighting the urge to carry the ball back out to Sean and have a discussion. You got to step in front of the plate and probably remember you can't do that anymore. This one is lifted way up, short left. That's going to drift towards the out-of-play zone. Horn makes the over-the-shoulder grab, and a good one by the third baseman. That's a real good play over there in third base. And you see him get close to the out-of-play line. If he carries that ball out, Shane Boland automatically gets second. But Brandon very alertly stays in play and keeps Shane Boland at first. Big out for the Express.
Great range there by Horn.
For a guy who's playing out of position, he certainly doesn't look like it, does he?
He hasn't lost a beat, even after taking a year or two off.
So time called. John Hill wants to have a quick word with home plate umpire Mike DeBrew.
Probably asking if he went out of play on that line.
Yeah, he got close to it for sure, but I didn't see him put a foot over the line.
No.
We watched
Mike
the replay.
was right down the line, too.
Yeah, we watched the replay, and looked like he kept it inbounds the whole way to us for sure.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
So Josh McGovern to the plate with 2 out. And that's just off the outside corner. Foul ball, just fouled down the right side, laced by McGovern. Jason Hill alertly let that one speed on by. Joe, by the simple math that we were doing, the winner of this one will play the loser of the next game, the New York Gremlins and the Niagara Stompers. The winner of this would finish first, and the loser of that would finish fourth, and they'll meet in one of the semifinal games tomorrow. Cross-divisional play. 8 teams. You played the other 4 teams that were in the opposite division during the round robin. And then the first 4 teams based on record, and if it comes to a tiebreaker, fewest runs allowed. This one is lifted up. At short right. Coming on the run is Colin Walsh. Can't make the grab. Shane Boland gets the wave. Here's the throw. The plate is cut. Shane Boland cuts the deficit to 3-1 as he comes all the way around. And you just see Colin Walsh just can't come up with that. He was in the neighborhood. And it actually just falls to his left.
Well, he was playing really deep because of the strength and the power of Josh McGovern, and then he lays a Texas leaguer in there.
So a bit of a fluke run. McGovern will go to the dugout to get his catcher's gear on. Nick Shales will come back out to run, and that's a plus trade for the Hill United Chiefs. Alan Pecker to the plate, and Alan, in the previous game against the Snappers, launched one into the trees in straightaway center field. And this one is laced. That's going to split the gap in the outfield. Shales will score standing up. Pecker around third. He's got the wheels on. He's going to come around. Here's the throw of the plate at the plate, and he is out at the plate. Tried for the inside the park home run. Had the Jets blazing, but Pecker out on the relay throw at the plate. You see it there. And he never gets to the plate. Ryan Boland does a great job to block the plate. And Pecker can't get the hand in, and out at the plate. Boy, what a first inning.
Great wheels there by Pecker to get around those bases.
3-2, Bear Creek Express. Just the first inning. Whew! What's next? Joe, what can we expect here in the second inning? I don't know how you top the first.
Fantastic inning of fastball. Lots of pitching, lots of hitting, good base running.
Brandon Horn, 9-batter for Bear Creek Express to lead things off against Adam Folkard. We knew it wasn't going to end 3-0, but I didn't know if they might almost tie it up in the bottom of the first inning.
Just about did.
Boy. Pecker is so fast. That ball didn't split the outfield. It did get cut off, but he was all the way around second by the time it got picked up.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with trying to score there. I mean, it literally took a perfect throw to get him. If that throw is up or off, if it's off to the first base side, he scores.
Take a chance.
Brendan Horn chases that dipper down and away from Adam Folkard for strikeout, leading things off here in the top of the second inning. We're back to the top of the shop already for the Express. Quentin Bruce reached on an error, scored. This one skips in, and Josh McGovern, he wore one in warm-up too. So I don't know if he got crossed up or was looking for something that Adam didn't throw. Just outside.
Pretty flashy spikes there with the Quentin Bruce with a gold on them.
Seen a couple of guys with those on this this week. There's a variation too where the Nike swoosh is in gold.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Fouls that one off to stay alive.
Now it's time for both of these defenses to get together and have good, quick innings, get back out.
Bruce down on strikes. Folkard muscles that one past the leadoff batter for the Express.
2 away. Second baseman.
That was a little bit of country hardball there. Hit it if you can. Tyler Pauli swings and misses. They don't come into him this time.
No.
Off the outside corner.
Live and learn.
Yeah. One and one.
Good pitch location there, just on an outside corner.
Yeah, Pauli had a notion, just couldn't pull the trigger to go after it.
Going to have to protect now with 2 strikes. Oh.
No, way up and over the head of Pauli. it's you could say he buzzed the tower if it was close, but it wasn't even close. This one back out in the outside corner, and that's lifted out of play, way out of play down the left side. Nick White will go give chase to that one. That's a big confidence booster for Tyler Pauli to have a big home run like that in front of the coaching staff that's here from Team Canada. Took something off. Tyler Pauli chases the high drop up and out of the zone. A much better inning for Adam Folkard and the Hill United Chiefs. Adam strikes out the side. Hill United will come to the plate trailing 3-2 in the bottom of the second inning. We'll see if Sean Cleary can answer with a clean inning of his own coming up.
Welcome to Mont Hill Golf and Country Club. With our beautiful 27-hole golf course open to the public, we work tirelessly to ensure your time with us is second to none. Well, here you'll be able to enjoy an incredible dining experience at our very own Big Pete's Steakhouse. Play some of the best courses in the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulators. Upgrade your gear with the top brands at our pro shop, or host a stunning wedding, event, or conference inside one of our beautiful ballrooms. Learn all this and more at monthill.ca. We can't wait to see you soon. Welcome to
Sean Cleary finishes his warm-up pitches for the bottom of the second inning. He'll face Scott Patterson, Jonathan Lynch, and Campbell Anoka. Australia, USA, and New Zealand. Patterson was a nemesis for Cleary and the Canadians at the WBSC World Cup in late November, early December down in Auckland, New Zealand. Australia, gold medal. Canada, silver. USA, bronze. And we're going to try to talk with Team USA head coach Ron Hackett during this one.
They had a great tournament.
First pitch swinging. Cleary will reach up and snare that. So quick out to lead things off here. Bottom of the second inning. Jonathan Lynch.
It's a big asset when your pitcher can help you out defensively and get off that mound. Make sure your feet are planted when you release that ball.
Sean, very good defensively, always has been. Finishes in a good position, as you said. Took something off. Lynch
Beautiful.
waves. Yep.
It just danced in there.
And I love the fact that Ryan and Sean will throw that pitch any
pitch.
count.
Yeah.
Have the confidence in it. Todd Martin has always said, if you don't have the confidence, throw your changeup anytime, any count, then you don't have a changeup. And Sean willing to do that. And often they'll double it up too. They'll come back with one back-to-back. Misses just downstairs. Joe, these two teams 3 and 4 in the rankings. Bear Creek 3, the Chiefs 4. We'll have the 1 and 2, the Gremlins and the Stompers, in our nightcap tonight.
It's a great Saturday night with us. Stay with us.
Hard shot right at Tyler Pauli, who's having himself a game. Lynch on the screws. Tyler Pauli, man on the spot. Right man, right time.
Great defense there by Tyler Pauli. Good range, good eye-hand coordination to tuck that ball in.
Stepping in the batter's box for Hill United. Their designated
So 2 down. Campbell Anoka to the plate.
Campbell Inoka.
Campbell's picked up a couple of base hits here and there. And this one is punched out to center. Pomeroy will pick that up on a bounce, and Anoka aboard with a base hit. So they don't have a clean inning, but they're down to the 9 spot in the order for the Chiefs. Peter Kavanaugh, and he sees Sean Cleary on the regular in the St. John's League.
44, Peter Kavanaugh.
Peter Kavanaugh, part of the youth movement for the Chiefs, as they've had some lineup turnover the last couple of years. Jason Hill moved on, Steve Mullally retired, some others have moved out. Jason Sanford has come back. Dead ball foul at the plate. A rise ball spinner from Cleary. I think that kind of just backed up on him. It didn't really move all that much.
But a good location. He tried to jam him on his hands, I believe. Especially with a runner on base now.
Anoka's got decent speed out at first. We've seen Jeff Ellsworth be aggressive with some base running calls. That's a changeup. That's lifted out to center. Deep field and gone! Peter Kavanaugh takes the changeup out of the yard. And just like that, Joe Todd, Hill United jump out in front.
Peter Kavanaugh knew it right away. If you watch the replay there, he picked it up and just trashed it, but he had a good feeling about it.
But you see the big batting helmet that he gets to wear. Yeah, you're right. He knew it. Pomeroy can't make the heroic catch this time around. And a 4-3 lead now for the Hill United Chiefs, as all that good work in the top of the first has disappeared.
Yes.
And from the frying pan to the fire, back to the top of the shop with Brad Ezekiel. And you know Brad will be a little sour about that strikeout leading the game off. Fouls that one off.
4 hits that Cleary's allowed so far in the game. A single, a double, a triple, and a home run.
He's given up the cycle.
Yes.
So the Chiefs, 2 in the first, now 2 in the second to jump out in front. And, Joe, you just read the body language here for the Express. And, boy, they are just right back on their heels.
Well, the big thing you do when you score some early runs, you just have to keep the momentum going. You just have to find a way to score some more runs to bury that team. Just slow that momentum down, and the other team has a chance to catch up, and they did.
Swing and a
drop
miss.
ball.
Yeah, great drop. Swing and a miss. Bradley Ezekiel over the top. Joe, this Hill United team, you can never count them out of a game. There's enough big game experience here, come from behind capability. You know, some of the knock on the Chiefs was that they're not used to being on the losing side. But that's because they had so many come from behind wins over the years too. This one is laced, but that's foul down the left side.
Again, all this happening with 2 out, too. Great catch there by Tyler Paulette.
Oh, the line drive, yes. That seems like a lifetime ago already. Downstairs, ball 4. Bradley Ezekiel aboard with a walk, and this inning continues.
Bringing the plate for Hill United, shortstop, number 91, Shane Boland.
This one is straight up the elevator shaft, but that is going to fall down behind us. This one misses downstairs, and that's going to sail over the head of Jason Hill. Bradley Ezekiel will take a look, take a turn, and a throw will come into third base from Colin Walsh. And a bit of an ill-advised throw there, perhaps, by Ryan Boland, as Bradley Ezekiel not that far off the bag.
Yeah. Wasn't going anywhere.
That misses downstairs, and Sean just struggling to find the zone right now. Joe, he's nibbling, but he's really not close to the strike zone.
No, he's all over the place, and he's just a little inconsistent.
Foul tip, strike. Cleary looking to get out of this inning, but misses with the rise ball. And again, Joe, not close.
Wish I had my pitch counter going because he's throwing a lot of pitches.
3-2 to Shane Boland. Oh, it's got to be over 30 here this inning.
Yes.
Past the diving Tyler Paulai. Bradley Ezekiel will score easy, make it 5-3 for the Hill United Chiefs.
Surprised no one's warming up in the Bear Creek Express.
I am shocked that nobody is warming up in the Bear Creek bullpen. Maybe there is somebody that's offline that we don't see. Well, there's some stirring going on right now, actually, as Justin Schofield looks like he's getting up. Shales lifts this one out to center. Diving catch by Jordan Pomeroy. He does it again, this time in the field of play. the Hill United Chiefs erupt for 3 more. They take a 5-3 lead through 2 complete. I don't think this one's going to end 5-3 either. I don't think the scoring is done.
Far from over.
Come back and see what's next here in this barn burner. Bear Creek Express, Hill United Chiefs, Jordan Pomeroy, some more larceny.
Welcome to Mont Hill Golf and Country Club. With our beautiful 27-hole golf course open to the public, we work tirelessly to ensure your time with us is second to none. Well, here you'll be able to enjoy an incredible dining experience at our very own Big Pete's Steakhouse. Play some of the best courses in the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulators. Upgrade your gear with the top brands at our pro shop, or host a stunning wedding, event, or conference inside one of our beautiful ballrooms. Learn all this and more at monthill.ca.
3-4-5 for Bear Creek Express. Colin Walsh, Travis Jones, Jason Hill. Foul down the left side. First pitch, Colin Walsh chases after it. Justin Schofield, Joe Todd, indeed up and throwing down that right field line. And this one is a little flare punched out to right. Alan Pecker will take about half a dozen steps to his right and corral that. First out of the inning. I thought just for a fleeting second, Joe, that might split the gap. Then I realized, oh, that's Alan Pecker. He'll easily run that one down.
Yes.
Shortstop, number 2.
With his wheels, he could pretty well track anything down.
Travis Jones waves over the top of an off-speed pitch from Adam Folkert. Travis, a home run in the first. This one misses down low. And Jones chases out of the strike zone, does Adam Folkert a favor. But then Travis is just as likely to hit that pitch or hit one in his eyes out of the park, too.
Yeah.
So
He'll give him a strike.
to Hopper, Poland backs up. It takes a wicked hop, and just off the base at first, you could just see the daylight between the shoe and the bag with Jonathan Lynch. A real hard hop there for Shane Boland. You see it there. He had to go up, and then you'll see on the throw to first, Lynch just off the bag right there.
Now stepping in the batter's box
Great replay.
for
Excellent job of cameraman.
first baseman
Or
Camera
camera
woman.
operator.
Jason Hill.
Jason Hill, first pitch swinging. That's a home run on a phone booth. Nick Shales decides to make a basket catch just for grins. Just a tease his good buddy Jason Hill.
Now batting for
So Ryan Boland to the
catcher,
plate,
51, Ryan
and
Boland.
he looks at one right down the middle from Adam Folkert to lead off this at bat here. Top of the third inning. Boland, a big home run last night off of Andrew Kirkpatrick to get the Express on a roll. And a strike on the outside corner. Boland in a bit of disbelief. We don't have the best vantage point here, Joe, but I didn't think that pitch was that bad.
No.
Swings over the top. Base hit by Travis Jones is stranded at first. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Hill United Chiefs. 2 in the first, 3 in the third. What do they got in store? Or sorry, 2 in the first, 3 in the second. We'll see what they've got in store in the third. Sean Cleary coming back out. It'll be Josh McGovern to lead things off for the Hill United Chiefs. He'll be followed by Alan Pecker, then Scott Patterson, 4-5-6 for the Chiefs. Lights are on, most of them at least anyway, here at Lions Park in Simcoe, Ontario. To Hopper, out to Brandon Horn, spins and throws out Josh McGovern on the first pitch. Brandon Horn, doesn't matter where you put him, Joe, he just makes plays.
Great defense. Reads the ball so well off the bat.
Fielder, number 59, Alan Becker.
Big part of that play was he kept his body in front of the ball.
Always sound defensively. Pecker do the dish. Probably, Joe, the only guy in the park, maybe other than Teo Migliavacca, that could even try to make an inside the park home run and make it that close on a ball that didn't even reach the fence. That pitch misses. Boland wondering about that one.
Yes.
And this one is lifted out to center. Pomeroy, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps over to his right. We'll haul that one in for our second out. Scott Patterson to the dish. Grounded out to Cleary, his first trip, leading off the second inning. You see Jordan Pomeroy. Pretty routine, that one,
Yes.
compared to some of the stuff he's been doing the last week. Upstairs, Patterson able to hold back on that. Oh, he did not, said Mike Morrissey. So 0-1. And this one's punched out to right. Walsh will give chase and make the grab in foul territory before carrying it out of play. Third out of the inning, 3 up, 3 down, and perhaps Sean Cleary settling into a bit of a rhythm.
Maybe 10 pitches.
3 complete. Hill United Chiefs 5, Bear Creek Express 3. Top of the 4th coming up.
Bear Creek.
Daniel Chapman on in relief for the Hill United Chiefs. Chapman worked earlier this morning. So his second action of the day. Good rise ball action there. So Adam Folker, Joe, goes 3 complete, gives up the 3 runs in the first, but pretty quiet after that.
Yeah, 3 runs, 3 hits,
Top of the 4th inning.
6 strikeouts,
First batter for
and 1 walk. Pitching line.
Kyle Ezekiel.
Kyle Ezekiel to the dish to lead things off for Bear Creek here, top of the 4th inning. Big rise ball from Daniel Chapman. He's going to have to do a little bit of landscaping out there as he wants to get the landing zone to his liking. Change up, laced and caught.
Wow.
Nick Shales. Hot corner over at third.
Third base. And the first out of the inning.
Great grab.
Now stepping into the batter's box.
Right on the screws, and you see Nick Shales diving to his right.
Just about
We commented
come out of it.
earlier in the day, Joe, that Nick plays way off the line.
Just about come out of his shoes on that one.
Pomeroy fouls that one to the screen. Joe, the diamond behind us, our Expos are up 5-4 on the Niagara Snappers. Kevin Quip coming over to give us that report. Good game going on over there, too. He said lots of balls in play, lots of hits, lots of runs through 4 complete.
A great effort put by those two teams that want to put a finishing touch on their play for the weekend.
Well, battling to the end, the top 4 positions are solidified. But Elmira and Niagara, pride on the line, and that oftentimes is a pretty big motivator.
Yes.
That pitch just misses up and in to, or up and away rather, to Jordan Pomeroy in the 8th spot for the Express. Joe, some people might be wondering, why not keep Adam in? He seemed to quiet things down after the first. There's a tapper back to Chapman, who will just underhand flip to Lynch. But I think everybody's got to remember, it's still June. It's still very early. Hill United will be playing tomorrow, 1, possibly 2 games, and they're going to want Adam to throw in 1 or more of those games.
And he threw a lot of pitches.
Well, he'd throw through a lot of pitches, particularly in the first, but there's no need to tax anybody exceedingly here in June.
Yeah.
This is all about prepping for August. Yeah, you want to win
with
these
the depth
games.
You've got on the bench.
Yeah.
With Chapman and Holobratic.
Brandon Horn at the dish. Went down on strikes in the second inning when Adams struck out the side. And this one is laced into the 3.5 hole. Brandon Horn turns the corner and will go back to first and aboard with a base hit and sets the table for the top of the order.
Their leadoff hitter and left fielder, number 21, Quentin Bruce.
And perhaps a little two-out magic here as he turns the order over back to the top. Quentin Bruce reached on an error and scored in the first. And Joe, he's been having a weekend.
Yes. Been playing extremely well. Getting a lot of power hits. Showing the main reason why he was chosen as the IC Canada East Player of the Year.
Swings over the top of that. Little change of pace from Daniel Chapman. Bruce way out in front. Misses in.
Good pitch location.
Yeah, got the outside corner, got the benefit of the doubt there on the call. Hill United bench comes to life too. The infield rallying behind Chapman a little bit here. The chatter picks up. On the move, Horn as Chapman airmails everybody. I flinched on that one. It was my turn to flinch this time.
Straight seal there.
Well, even if it was a hit and run, there was no way that Bruce was going to be able to do anything with that pitch. It was 4 feet over his head. Set up outside. You see McGovern go down to one knee. We talked about that earlier today. See that a lot in the major leagues right now. Off the glove of Kavanaugh, but doesn't go far enough for Bear Creek fans. He flips to first for the third out of the inning. 5-3 Hill United Chiefs into the top of the fourth. Daniel Chapman in his first inning of relief keeps the door shut. A little bit of rain sprinkling down here right now as we got just a little bit of a black rain cloud over the top of us, but that's going to blow over in about the next 5 or 10 minutes, and then there's some blue sky behind it. I'm directionally challenged as to where we are, Joe. Is it coming in from where? West? What's behind us? Is that west?
Yes, that's west.
Jonathan Lynch to lead things off for Hill United. Had a notion to square to bunt. 7-8-9, Lynch, Campbell Anoka, Peter Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh making a case to be an everyday player somewhere in this Chiefs lineup. And frankly, Joe, so are Lynch and Campbell and Noka. I mean, there's some competition here at the bottom of the order for the Chiefs. Missing Tony Gonzalez, missing Piplo Lopez. And Gonzalez, I think you can absolutely put his name and pen in the line. Not so sure about Piplo Lopez.
Going to make some decisions for that management team at Hill United later on.
Lynch tried to put down the bunt. 1 ball, 2 strikes on first baseman. He's just asking Mike DeBrew, was that pitch down?
Are Hill in New York?
Hill are not in the Peligro tournament next week, nor are Bear Creek. Some of the players are. Justin Schofield will make his way to New York City. This one up in the zone and lifted up foul territory. Brandon Horn will range back to his left to make the grab. Big first out of the inning. Campbell Anoka singled and scored on the Kavanaugh home run back in the second. That action with 2 out as well. And that's what's propelled Hill United into this, partly at least anyway, into this 5-3 lead. Anoka, big swing. Boy, holy cow, that was a long swing.
The winning ticket, 8, 8, 5, 6, 8, 9.
Just calling the 50-50. Joe, were you in on that one?
No, I'm not.
No, because you're pretty lucky right now. I feel good sitting beside you. You won the baseball tickets the other day.
Thank you, Sammy.
Shout out to the Sam Forbes family. Sam Forbes continuing his recovery. Send our best wishes out to the Forbes. This one, well hit, deep left field. It's a moonshot, and say good night. Campbell Anoka gives one a ride to the perimeter fence.
Now stepping to the plate.
Well, you just mentioned that Campbell Anoka's making a tough decision to keep him down in that spot in that part of the lineup, but that might solidify it.
Well, that'll go a long way to helping Jeff Ellsworth make some decisions. Peter Kavanaugh to the dish. He's already got a home run in this game, too. Now 6-3 for the Hill United Chiefs.
Four home runs in the game so far.
Kavanaugh looks at this one down in the dirt and away, and just enough drizzle here, Joe. It's nowhere near enough to cause a stoppage in play, but it's probably more than enough just to make the ball a little bit slippery.
Yeah.
And this one hit in the gap to center right, but Colin Walsh will come across to cut that off. That's a lot of hard hit balls this inning, Joe Todd, and you and I talked off air that maybe you didn't bring Sean out for this inning. And back to the top of the shop, Brad Ezekiel is going to get his third look at Sean Cleary in this game. We're only in the 4th inning. Tomorrow's another day. Both these teams will make tomorrow. And, you know, maybe you want to save Sean for that, but we're not the ones making the decisions.
No.
upstairs. And called a strike up and in to Bradley Ezekiel. Walked and come around and scored in that second inning. Pace just slows here perceptibly. That is foul down the left side. Brandon Horn still on it. Joe, coming up after this one be the New York Gremlins and the Niagara Stompers. Number 1 and number 2 in the early rankings.
That'll be a great game. Really looking forward to that.
Looking forward to that one indeed. I'm expecting Jack Besgrove and Huemo Mata would be my guess for the pitching matchup.
Good pitch.
Called
shot.
strike 3. Bradley Ezekiel caught looking on the outside corner. Don't get to say that very often. Campbell Anoka tacks on another for the Chiefs with a big solo home run. They now lead 6-3. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Early, getting late for the Bear Creek Express.
6 for Hill and 3 for Bear Creek.
Oh, bailing again? Yeah, rain again. It's going to pass. Oh.
Second baseman.
Tyler Pauli will lead things off for Bear Creek Express. He'll be followed by Colin Walsh, Travis Jones. 2-3-4. Bear Creek, Joe, the train that left the station in such a hurry has stalled on the tracks for the
Exactly.
Express.
He just has to pick up the pace here a bit.
Chapman in for a strike.
Top of the 5th here, so only got 3 more swings, so and you're down 3 runs.
And aboard with a base hit, Pauli past the diving Peter Cavanaugh. Tyler Pauli, 2 for 3 on the day.
Right fielder, number 16, Colin Walsh.
Colin Walsh to the plate. Joe, I don't think 6-3 is going to be the final score either.
Yeah,
These two teams, too good.
Both these teams are swinging some hot bats.
Well, and the hitting right now, I think, is ahead of the pitching at this juncture of the season, too. In at the bottom of the letters for a strike to Colin Walsh. Strikeout and a fly out. Riseball listed up into short center. Bradley Ezekiel will trot in, and Tyler Pauli will retreat back to first. One down, Travis Jones to the plate. 2 for 2, home run and a single.
Now going to the plate for Bear Creek. Their shortstop, number 2, Travis Jones.
And when David Galino gets here, Joe, where do you put Travis Jones? Because he's going to stay in the lineup. You know, he's not coming out.
No.
Maybe he goes to DP.
Yeah.
Maybe he goes to the outfield if somebody's not hitting the ball out there. But, you know, some choices to be made there, too. I mean, Bear Creek is going to be in a similar position to Hill United. They're going to have some choices to make for the starting lineup.
Good choices.
Well, those are decisions that you like to have to make as a coach. You would rather have guys chomping at the bit rather than looking down the bench and thinking, geez, what do I do now?
Yeah. Fighting for a spot in the lineup.
Jones fouls that one back into the screen. So, folks, just with the rain that's falling in the vicinity of the park right now, we've put a cover over our action camera, and we've brought Carol DeReste down from on top of the dugout. You can see what it looks like there with that shot. If this passes, we will get that camera back into action, but we'll make do with the shots that we've got right now. Jones laces this one back up the middle. Pauli will go station to station as Bradley Ezekiel quickly onto that one, and you do not want to test the arm of Bradley Ezekiel.
No.
Batter entering the box for Bear Creek.
So Jason Hill comes up.
Number 10.
And Jason Hill has been in these situations many times in the past, and quite often Jason Hill, the batting average might not be as lofty as it once was, but still a key guy in these types of situations.
He loves the pressure.
Jones 3 for 3. Can't pull the trigger, strike on that outside corner. Not Jason Hill's favorite pitch. He would rather see something middle in.
Good location by Chapman.
Nick Shales is 18 feet off the line at third. Not quite a shift, but close enough. You think he's got the book on Jason Hill after 10 years?
I think so.
Teammates with the Hill United Chiefs. Just off the outside corner. You know, another choice they're going to have to make is Bruno Matroni. I mean, he's going to catch. Where does Josh McGovern go when Bruno comes back? Josh has done everything you would expect here this weekend and more. He's hit the ball. He's had a great eye at the plate. Hill chases the rise ball upstairs. He just asked if that was going to be ball 4, and I think he already knew the answer, just looking for affirmation. Setup is outside, down to one knee. Hill lifts this one up foul out of play. That's the other thing, Joe, just thinking about that. When McGovern goes down to one knee like that, you're set, and there's no movement. There's no last-second opportunity to shift and maybe play with the batter's mind a little bit. Like, you're there, and that location becomes pretty easy to tip from second base, and maybe that's what this meeting is about. No, that'll be their one and only defensive conference that they're allowed. If any of the infielders or McGovern as the catcher goes out again, it becomes a ball on the batter.
In this inning.
You don't get to have these conferences every other pitch. Ball 4, Hill lays off the rise ball this time. Bases loaded for Ryan Boland.
Going in the batter's box for Bear Creek Express. Their catcher, number 51, Ryan Boland.
Boland walked and then struck out. But an opportunity here to get his team right back into this one. Little short flare into short left. That's going to fall in. Here comes one. It's bobbled out there by Patterson. Couldn't pick it up cleanly as Shane Boland, the shortstop, ran past it. And Ryan Boland, with just that little flare, scores 2 and 6-5. Bear Creek Express right back into this one.
Hit them where they're not.
Kyle Ezekiel to the plate. He hammered a ball down the third baseline. Nick Shales with an outstanding play to rob extra bases. Mike DeBrew thought he was getting a change, and now here comes Paul McCart with a change from the bench. I would imagine a pinch runner for Ryan Boland is in store here, I would assume. Ryan runs well for a catcher. Noah Baker, who's been doing pinch running duty, and he's actually going to go to second base for Jason Hill. Not to pick on Noah, but he got picked off at second base last night.
Now running at second base, Noah Baker.
So I'm sure he'll be a little wiser out there this evening. First pitch swinging, Kyle Ezekiel. That rise ball, little low rise from Chapman, got a lot of the plate.
Good pitch, though.
Yeah, a little bit more zip on that one, and powers the rise ball past him in on the hands. Like that pitch a lot better than I like the first one.
Yes. See what he comes back with here.
You go up and out of the zone. No, it's downstairs for ball 1. I thought maybe the rise ball up and out of the zone. See if you can get him to chase.
Well, he hadn't seen the drop yet, so. And I think with 2 runners on base, you want that ball to be staying in the infield.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to hang the rise ball. Ezekiel Ashworn gets time at the plate. I always want to keep the hands on the bat. You can verbally ask for time. Don't take the hand off the bat in case you don't get it.
The umpire has to grant it.
Chases downstairs. Rise ball, drop, and they get Kyle Ezekiel chasing.
Big, huge strikeout.
Creek, their center fielder, number 27, Jordan Pomeroy.
Chapman's first strikeout since he come in the game.
Jordan Pomeroy to the plate. Chases the rise ball upstairs at the eyes for strike 1. Bear Creek 2 runs in on the inning. The rain picks up a little bit here. This black cloud is hovering over us right at the moment. That one is lace foul. Jeff Pauley does the Macarena to get out of the way down at third base coach's box. Own 2 to Jordan Pomeroy. 2 runners aboard. Bear Creek has scored 2 to close the gap to 1. Called strike 3, outside corner, right to the mitt as McGovern was set up on that outside corner, down on one knee. Ryan Boland with a 2-run single. Bear Creek trailing now 6-5. We'll go to bottom of the 5th inning. And Sean Cleary keep the door closed.
Dreamcatcher, inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there.
Two, 3-4 for Hill United Chiefs as we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Shane Boland, Nick Shales, Josh McGovern, the heart of the order for the Chiefs. Boland a walk and a single. Looks like the rain has left us for at least a minute or two here. Cleary just can't find the range here. Just certainly not Sean's best night, Joe. Just hasn't looked very crisp.
Only 2 strikeouts so far. Bear Creek have only had 1 3 up, 3 down inning defensively.
And that's a chopper foul. Well, we talked about the hitting being ahead of the pitching. Certainly that's been the way it's played out this evening. Last night, you would have said the opposite. The pitchers came out with guns blazing, and that's the way it was in both games.
The hitters got a better night's sleep, I guess.
Well, the great equalizer is the lights. And I think that maybe had something to do with it last night. It's a fairly well-lit park, but it's a little dim in and around the home plate area, to be frank. Hard hit in the 6.5 hole. And Shane Boland turns the corner, has a look. Travis Jones gets the ball back in from the cutoff spot.
Third baseman, number 27, Nick Shales.
Fifth hit of the game for, no. Sorry, I'm misreading your hieroglyphics here. That's 7th hit of the game. Nick Shales to the plate. A pair of pop-ups, and you know he's not happy about that. And Cleary stumbles coming off the board. Time called. We're going to get the bench to go out and check on Sean. The beating that the Diamonds take, particularly in the pitching landing zone area, it's just unbelievable, the divots out there. Joe, you've been out there after games. I've been out there after games. It is, I don't want to use a war term because it's not even comparable to something like that, but there are divots and holes out there. Sean's flexing that right leg. You just saw it in the shot there. He's out of the frame here with this one, but if we go back one, here's the replay. And the dirt comes loose underneath his left leg. And he twisted that pretty good. And we saw that last night with somebody who went down too. I forget who it was, but somebody else had, was it Huemo Mata, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
Where his landing leg, the dirt shifted under his leg like that, and he went down. Called strike the outside corner, so Cleary no worse the wear.
Great pitch.
Yeah, it came back with a good pitch. Nick Shales just wondering if that's as far out as the strike zone's going to go. That ball just clipping the corner. This one chopped foul. Same pitch. Shales went out and jerked that foul.
Way ahead.
Ryan Boland managed to sneak in a visit there.
Yes.
So that should count as their defensive conference. I'm not sure that they got
I
the.
think the umpire has to acknowledge it.
Did he?
No, he did not.
He did not. So Shales goes up the ladder to chase this one up and out of the zone, but fouls it off. I don't know how he even made contact with that pitch. It was over his head. I think we've got 1 and 2 in the count because he had the one pitch where his foot came loose. We got 0 and 2 in the screen, but I think it's 1 and 2.
They hit the foul ball.
This one well hit to center, but he hit the bottom of it, not the back. Pomeroy retreats back. Boland will come back to the bag.
Good accurate arm there by Pomeroy, right on the money.
That's a big out for the Express here in the bottom of the 5th inning, getting Shales out with a runner aboard.
Catcher number 21, Josh McGovern.
Josh McGovern to the plate. He chases after the first pitch foul. Joe, I see the Niagara Stompers down the first base line in behind right field. There's Larry Lynch. I see the team down the line there. I haven't seen the Gremlins come in, but I expect them down third base side. Downstairs hits Boland in the pads, and the other Boland will make his way up to second base. That was about a 45.5 footer from Cleary.
The sun is shining and it's raining.
Sun shower.
Yes. Where's the rainbow?
Welcome to Ontario. You get all 4 seasons. It might snow here before we're all done. There's a called strike, bottom of the zone.
Good pitch location there by Sean, keeping that ball down. Especially with another runner in scoring position.
Just a little bit of shadow creeping onto the field from the left side. And McGovern chases upstairs for strike 3. Good sequence there from Sean Cleary and Ryan Boland. They worked him down, 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 and then for the third strike went upstairs, got him to chase.
Number 59, Alan Pecker.
Alan Pecker to the plate. Hit the ball hard twice. Cleary out working on the landing zone. And that one just off the plate for ball one. And this one is laced foul down the left side. Jeff Ellsworth, who spends a lot of time in the coaching box with his hands on his knees bent over. Probably glad that he was there. That was sailed over his head at a pretty good rate of knot. Ryan sneaks in another mound visit.
Yes, he does a lot of that.
When he's playing ball delivery boy here.
Yeah. And Alan Pecker turns on a ball so quickly. Got the quickest wrists. Great follow through.
One ball, two strikes. Get confirmation on the count. And now Ellsworth wants to come in and double check. Well, we've got some confusion on the count. I thought it was 1-1. He fouled one off and he took one. And we're double checking with all the blue out in the field.
As long as we're all on the same page.
So 1-1, and it is. You know, and the scary thing when you're Brandon Horn, when you're Kyle Ezekiel, who has traded places with Jason Hill, by the way, defensively, you can't play back with Alan Pecker because he'll drop a bunt down and walk to first base. Right back up the middle. That'll score Shane Boland easy. Cleary cuts the throw to keep Pecker at first, and Hill United get one of those runs back.
Great plate appearance there by Pecker.
Well, he's hit the ball well now 3 times. And that's what he's got to do. I mean, he can hit the ball out of the park by accident or on purpose all he wants, but if he's on base, and just watch the havoc that he creates while he's on base too. Because you've got to keep guys closer to the bag in case he runs, so that opens up the holes.
Your infielders are obviously aware that who's on base and the wheels he's got. So what happens when I hit the ball? I have to be that much sharper.
High hopper. They'll go the easy way as Jones steps on the base to get them out of the inning, but the Chiefs claw one back. And now 7-5 for Hill United. I don't think that's going to be the final score either, Joe. I don't think we're done just yet through 5 complete. Stay with us.
Welcome to Mont Hill Golf and Country Club. With our beautiful 27-hole golf course open to the public, we work tirelessly to ensure your time with us is second to none. Well, here you'll be able to enjoy an incredible dining experience at our very own Big Pete's Steakhouse. Play some of the best courses in the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulators. Upgrade your gear with the top brands at our pro shop, or host a stunning wedding, event, or conference inside one of our beautiful ballrooms. Learn all this and more at monthill.ca.
Michael Holla-Braddock in the third pitch of the game for the Hill United Chiefs. Good thing there's a fence there, Joe.
Now pitching for Hill United,
Wow.
number 48, Michael Holla-Braddock.
Jeff Ellsworth never been afraid of pitching by committee, and he's certainly doing it here this afternoon. Chapman went, what, 2 innings?
2.
Just the 2 innings, gave up the 2 runs. Adam Falkert started, went 3, gave up 3 in the first, and had a couple of clean, well, not totally clean, but cleanish innings after. So let's see if Holla-Braddock can close the door, get the save for the Hill United Chiefs. 9-1-2 for the Bear Creek Express. Brendan Horn, and then back to the top of the shop again, Quentin Bruce. It'll be his 4th at bat of the game. Joe Elmira Expos with a 6-5 walk-off win, and they've been the victim of so many walk-off losses this year. I'm happy for the Expos with that 6-5 win. The Snappers put up a good fight. That's good to see, too.
Yes.
They've been on the wrong end of a couple of shortened games here this weekend, so some fight left from the Snappers. Horn called on the check swing. "7-5, Hill United." Nick Shales dives to the left, comes up throwing, and gets Brendan Horn.
Brings to the plate for Bear Creek.
He plays so far off the line, but he just stole another hit again from Brandon Horn.
21.
If he's not 15, 16 feet off the line, that's through the 6.5 hole or 5.5 hole really easily. And,
He's reading the batters.
yeah, right place, right time. Quentin Bruce fouls this one off. And again, Shales it's like an infield rover over there. Check the swing, and Rick Havercroft says yes, he did. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt. Josh McGovern makes the grab. Tyler Paulai to the plate.
For Bear Creek.
Tyler 2 for 3, home run single, couple of runs scored.
6. Tyler
Having an
Paulai.
afternoon. A great defensive play, too.
Yes. Good all-round ball player.
Holla-Braddock pours in a strike. We're not interpreting the sign language here. We're trying, but we're just not quite on the same page. Yeah, 1 and 2. There we go. Now we got it. And that is strike 3, and that is 3 out. Pair of strikeouts for Holla-Braddock here in the top of the 6th. We'll go to the home half. Hill United Chiefs try to extend that 2-run lead.
In the top of the 6th inning.
For the latest in softball innovation, the website where you can experience the best tournaments in the Americas. Live games, news, tournaments, and much, much more. the best quality live softball. On demand so you can watch when you want. Become a Premier member now. SoftballPremierTV.com. Live it!
Luciano Lafrano just doing outstanding work last weekend in Mitchell and even more here this weekend. My friend, beautiful stuff. Boom.
Great drone shot there.
That's Lions Park where we are. Carol Dureste taking a break here right now as we still got a little bit of rain and we don't want her up on that slippery dugout roof. So,
Well, the umbrellas have put away.
well, it's sprinkling out there again, I think. Sean Cleary back out here, bottom of the 6th inning. Jonathan Lynch, Campbell Anoka, Peter Cavanaugh, 7, 8, 9. Lynch's line drive and a fly out. But Campbell Anoka and Peter Cavanaugh have been a handful at the bottom of the order.
Bonus points when those 8 and 9 guys can complement that top part.
Joe, you know what has been great around the ballpark here this week? Maddie Flanagan, Jim Flanagan made the trip out here from Long Beach, California. Maddie's got the hood up. She's taken photos. I've seen a few things posted up on Facebook. Been a long time since we've been at the same park as Jim and Maddie.
2019 for me.
For you, yeah. To Hopper. Pauli will go run that one down. Throw out Lynch.
Now stepping in the batter's box for Hill United, designated player number 94, Campbell Anoka.
Campbell Anoka, single and a home run. We'll see how they make some adjustments here because some are needed.
Yes, we'll see if Ryan can remember what pitch that Campbell put out of the park and make sure they avoid that.
No, that was a better one.
Rise ball way out of the strike zone. Anoka has to have a little bit better plate discipline on that pitch.
He fouls that one out. So quickly on hole 0-2. The rain has mostly dissipated again. Swing and a miss. Gets him to chase up and out of the zone. That rise ball just off the outside corner. Looks so good. 2 down. Peter Cavanaugh to the plate.
Second baseman number 44, Peter Cavanaugh.
Right back to the screen. Cavanaugh certainly has had some good cuts in there today against Sean Cleary, hasn't he?
Yes, has a big rip all the time. And has 2 different swings, I've noticed. He'll choke up a little bit for if he needs to poke that single, and then he fully extends those arms on that big power home run back in the 4th inning.
Strike 3 Just the second 1-2-3 inning for Cleary and the Bear Creek Express. Comes in the bottom of the 6th. We'll go to the top of the 7th. It's last call for the Bear Creek Express. Need to get this train engine cranked back up. Michael Holla-Braddock will look to shut the door. Colin Walsh, Travis Jones, Jason Hill, 3-4-5 for Bear Creek Express to face Michael Holla-Braddock, the big right-hander from Czechia in his debut season with the Hill United Chiefs. Pitched in January for them, and now it's regular season. It's getting down to crunch time here on Saturday. That's a rosin bag. Yes. Boy, you don't see those anymore. This game's had just about everything. Skips this one in. Rosin didn't help that pitch anything. Yeah, I know. Needs a little bit more there. That was about a 44-footer. Swing and a miss by Colin Walsh. One and two on Walsh. Upstairs, holds back. Two on Colin Walsh. Talked to Jacob Capriva. He'll tell you that Holla-Braddock's best pitch is the drop ball. There's one there. Pounded into the dirt. Going to have to hurry. Peter Cavanaugh makes the play with the toss to Jonathan Lynch.
Good play by Cavanaugh to charge that ball. Couldn't sit on his heels on that pit.
No, if he's waiting for that one to come down on a second hop, they do not get Colin Walsh. Travis Jones, 3 for 3, having a day. Home run back in the first. Couple singles and a run scored since.
Number 2, Travis Jones.
Got one. Past the glove and right to the screen. We call Braddock, Joe, still trying to find the range a little bit and maybe figure out what time zone he's in. Yes. He got here just yesterday or from Czechia. National team commitments last weekend was not in Mitchell. The Chiefs went with just Adam Folkert and Daniel Chapman. Although Alan Pecker can pitch too.
Yes.
Off the plate. You know, we talked about in the offseason Holla-Braddock getting maybe not the majority of innings, but certainly a lot of innings. And maybe more of a specialist or shorter work for Adam Folkert, where, you know, over the years he's probably pitched 75% of the innings, even in the tournaments, yes, for Chiefs, never mind at the World Tournament where he pitches 95, 98% of the innings.
Yeah, I would think they'll be calling the Hall of Braddock a lot.
Chopper in the infield, Shane Boland. Strong arm over to first. They get Travis Jones, and Bear Creek down to their final out. Jason Hill,
Second out.
0 for 2 with a walk.
Bear Creek. First baseman, number 10, Jason Hill.
So we talked about coming in this one. The winner of this game would finish first overall and play the fourth place team. That'll be the loser of the game coming up between the Stompers and the Gremlins. But the inverse is also true. The loser of this will play the winner of that game. So
It really doesn't matter at this
no, it doesn't. I mean, you're going to play one of the top four teams in the game,
It's
no
gonna
matter
be
what.
A great Sunday.
And let's face it, and you look at the people here. It's been a bit of a up and down weather day, so I don't think the crowds has been as big as they could have been. I think we'll see it tomorrow as the weather forecast looks pretty good. Swing and a miss by Jason Hill. These are the teams everybody's here to see: the Hill United Chiefs, Bear Creek Express, New York Gremlins, Niagara Stompers. Toronto Batmen played well here this weekend, as did Elmira Expos. Put up a fight. Niagara Snappers, Oswegan Redmond. But it's the top four teams that were the draw for this tournament, and it was set up to finish this way. Call! Strike three. That's the ball game. Hill United Chiefs finish 4-0 in the round robin. They will take the number 1 seed into the playoff round. Bear Creek Express will be number 2, presumably, at least anyway. Stay with us, as coming up, probably about 15 minutes time, about 8:10 Eastern. New York Gremlins, Niagara Stompers. Blair Setford for Joe Todd. There you see the aerial shot of the handshake line as Luciano Lafrano flying the drone amongst his many other talents. Jason Sanford is thinking, the last time I was here they didn't have drone cameras.
Just a great addition for the camera selection for the game. And summarizing this game, let's look at the big first part of that game and the good hitting position that the Hill United team put themselves into. It's all right. Mike was out. 7 runs put on the board, 8 hits. Good pitching performance. But the strong bats of Hill United mastered over the Bear Creek Express. We'll be right back in a few moments for the last game of the day. Thank you.
For the latest in softball innovation, the website where you can experience the best tournaments in the Americas. Live games, news, tournaments, and much, much more. The best quality live softball, on demand so you can watch when you want. Become a Premier member now, softballpremiertv.com.